What is going on, dudes? My name is ImFr3ke and welcome back to an exciting episode of Story Times. And I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's sit down and relax as I tell you guys about social anxiety. Now, I make these videos, Story Times, every once in a while. And if you guys have missed any of them, there'll be a link in the description below for you guys to go to a playlist and watch any of them that you want. I think I have about 10 on my channel right now, and I know that you guys like it. So if you want to support the series, drop a like on it. It helps the channel grow, and it helps to get the video out in the sub boxes. And it really helps me to see what series that you guys really like that I make on my channel. Now, today, this is going to be something that's going to help you guys out more than anything. And some of my story times help you out. Some of them help you out for not doing something stupid like I did. And maybe you sometimes get a good laugh after this, you know, after a dinner or something, after watching a game, and you just come down and sit and relax, listening to me talk about a story time. And let's head right into it. Well, today, we're going to be talking about social anxiety. Now, this may help you guys out a little bit. So, I grew up kind of as a kid that was fairly quiet, and as you guys can tell, I do YouTube, so I can't be quiet anymore. I can't, be away from talking to you guys. It just feels rough if I'm not talking to you guys. So basically, social anxiety came up in my life because of some certain situations that I didn't think in my life that would actually be a problem, and they were a problem. So when I was in middle school, I went to this school probably from 1st grade to 8th grade. So when I was in about 7th grade, we had something called, I believe it was like speech class or something like that. And what we had to do is, present to random adults, like either a story that we came up in our head, a play skit or something like that. And we had to, present it to them. Now, you had to do this by yourself. You didn't have any partners. You didn't have anyone to help you out. And, as me, as a YouTuber, this is strange for people to think about because I do this thing for, for fun right now. And it's weird to think that I had social anxiety and, trying to still get over it. And maybe this will help you guys out. So, as I was going through that speech class, I had really, really bad issues with getting my words out, being able to clarify what I'm saying. Sometimes I still have problems with that right now, but, you got to kind of project yourself. And back in the day, I was a quiet kid. I grew up very, very quiet and shy, and it's weird, but I was not the kid that was bouncing around, Walmart and being super happy, and that annoying kid that you want to kick in the face because he's so annoying. I was that kid that didn't want to talk to anybody. I would hide behind my mom, and I was just that sort of kid. So when the speech class happened, I actually did not know what I was going to do. I remember practicing in front of my parents, and I thought it actually went over really, really well until that day came that I actually had to present it in front of these random adults that I've never met before. I think they just hired them to creep on us or something like that, but it didn't go over too well. Let me just tell you guys, the first time that I actually gave a speech, I was trembling. I was literally in fear of, presenting it. I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. I was like, and then there was this bird, and I actually remember pausing, like, completely honest, like, I literally paused, and I didn't know if I was gonna cry, I didn't know if I was gonna yell, I didn't know if I was just gonna freak out and run out of the room, but I remember that happening, and they looked at me, and they were like, oh, it's okay, just take your time, start over if you need to, and I remember that going down, and I think I got like a C in that class or something like that. I think they were just kind of giving me a good grade. I think it was, the overall basic of that speech class was just to help you out in high school. So moving over to, a bigger thing. Now, I was a part of a church. My school was it was a Christian school, and I know there's a lot of people in the comments who are like, we're in a church and stuff, but basically, we had to give a huge speech talking about class graduation in front of a church, like a church audience, basically, and, the church probably had about a couple hundred people there. Now, that's ridiculous. If you're in 8th grade, you're 14 years old, right? And then giving a speech in front of like 100 people and then being filmed while doing it it's insane. It's literally insane. And I mean, it really does, build a floor for you to practice and, really pronunciate and, use hand gestures and really, keep the audience entertained by, what you're saying. And I don't think I remember exactly what I said in the thing. I just remember I had like a short little sentence or a line that they told me I had to say. And I actually think that went over fairly better than when I had to do it in front of like 2 random adults for that speech class. So that went over pretty well until I got into high school. Now, high school, granted, they teach you about speech class, right? You have speech class. At least I know in a lot of high schools they do. So I hop into speech class. I think it's sophomore year. I'm 16 now. And now I got to do a speech in front of kids that I don't even know that well. And that really bothered me. For some reason, I had a really bad time giving speeches in front of people that I did not know. And nowadays, if I can talk in front of anybody, and it doesn't matter to me at all. I just don't care. But at the time in high school, everyone's pressured. They want to, have the best image for themselves. They don't want to, be the loner. They don't want to be someone that's really ignored in class. And so basically, I gave a couple speeches that they were awful. They were so bad. I feel so bad for doing it, and I felt like just an awful person. I felt like everyone hated me, and I remember we had like 5 speeches. One of the speeches I gave was, playing something on the guitar. And I wasn't supposed to do this, but I did it anyways because I got out of myself from actually presenting it. I basically recorded myself recording on a guitar. So I was playing a song and I was teaching how to play the song in a video, and I played it for the class, and I wasn't supposed to do that. I was actually supposed to play the video without audio and then, discuss what I'm doing in the video, but I did not do that. I did a cop-out, and I don't recommend doing this unless you can get away with it, and actually I ended up failing that class, but just because I didn't do my homework in that class. Who does homework nowadays? You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, but yeah, so I basically screwed that up. I failed the class, and I had to do like booklets or something later on. So how does one get over social anxiety? This is the part of the video that I want to talk to you guys out and help you out. Basically, what you want to do, and this is the only way to get over social anxiety, you need to first, if you're like 15 years old, you can find a job at most places. You can probably get one at McDonald's, for example. And getting a job really does help get over social anxiety. It really does. You guys might be like, holy crap, that is the scariest thing ever. If I work at McDonald's at the register, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to push the wrong buttons, and then the people are going to be pissed at me. No, they won't. I mean, some might. Some people are dicks, and they want their Big Mac the way they want it. But basically, you need to push yourself into social situations. So, I was one that never went to parties, for example, so I never got the outlook to talk to a whole group of people. I never really got to hang around with a lot of people. I hung around with closer friends, which I recommend if you're in high school. And but going to party environments really does help the social anxiety lift a little bit and gets you in the social mood, and then you kind of get more bubbly in a sense, and you're kind of lighthearted, and you're bouncing around, and you feel like you can do anything. And I recommend that highly. Now, more situations you could get yourself into is make sure that you could talk to anybody. Say you're waiting in line for a roller coaster ride. Just bring up, oh my god, this roller coaster looks sick. Have you ridden on this before? And then go into depth about this. If there's this kid that's playing on his DS, talk to him about it. Be like, hey dude, that's an awesome game. I played on my DS too. What game do you got? And start talking about games and stuff like that. It's really, really simple, and I just want to kick myself in the head for not doing this or not learning this before. And I really wish back in the day when I was younger that I had more of like a bubbly side to me like I do now, and I could pretty much talk to anybody now. There's not some person that comes up to me unless they're like, an intimidating person, or like, oh my god. I'm not like that anymore. It's weird that you can grow it out the simplest way. So basically what you want to do, push yourself in social situations. You want to push that self on you. It might be hard in the, in the scenario, but you'll feel better about yourself for doing it. Also, get a job. Get a job that's going to help you out with the social anxiety. You'll get over it. You'll be like, wow, really? I was scared to talk to people? What? That wasn't even a thing. So put yourself in that situation, get yourself a job, and they'll definitely help you out. So this has been another story time about social anxiety, about my problems with social anxiety. I had, trembling problems. Sometimes my neck would leave and lock up, and I couldn't turn my neck from side to side, and it was awful. It was literally so bad. I couldn't even pronunciate words. It was like I was talking from, like, my mouth. I'd be like, yeah, so I totally did this. And it was talking like that. It was like you were whispering to the crowd of 100 people. And I don't know, just get yourself in a situation, guys. And hopefully this helped you out with social anxiety. If any of you guys are experiencing this, I really hope this helped you out. I hope you guys can get over it just like I did. I'm slowly progressing to being more of a, you know, interactive guy with the community that I live in, and it's awesome. And hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like on it if you did, and let me know your social anxiety stories down below in the comment section of this video. I'd love to see what you guys have to tell me, and I guess I will catch you for your faces in the next video. Love you guys. You guys are freaking goddamn awesome. What is going on, dudes? My name is ImFr3ke, and welcome back to another video today. We're going to be talking about some Black Ops 3 multiplayer information that I think you guys should learn and listen up, because we are not getting some...